Today, we're going to talk about the growing crisis of microplastics in agriculture. While plastic pollution is often viewed as a marine issue, much of it originates on land. Agriculture plays a major role as plastics are widely used in farming, yet their impact on soil is often overlooked. Current effort focuses on reducing plastic waste through reuse, recycling, and material innovation from the UNEP. In Canada, policies target items like plastic bags and straws. And finally, locally in British Columbia, the OMRR regulates biosolids by setting limits on a few contaminants like heavy metals or pathogens. However, it does not regulate mass microplastics. The scale of this issue is significant. Over 12.5 million tons of plastics are used in agriculture each year, and soils may contain up to 23 times more microplastics than oceans. These particles have already been found in fruits, vegetables, and grains, and one major pathway of this is wastewater, where microplastics become biosolids and then get spread onto farmland. Despite this, major gaps remain. Policies focus on consumer plastics, while agricultural plastics receive far less attention. There is also limited regulation and low public awareness. Soil is fundamental to our food system, yet this issue remains largely invisible. To address this, we create Soil Safe, a nonprofit focused on awareness, education, and transparency. Our team turns awareness into action. Jacob leads research and outreach, I guide strategy and partnerships, and Kristen manages finance and operations to ensure long-term impact.
Our mission is to raise awareness, educate communities, promote responsible plastic use, and support research and transparency. Our vision is a future with microplastic-free agricultural soils, sustainable farming practices, and healthier ecosystems. The problem we are addressing is that microplastics are accumulating in soils through plastic mulch breakdown and biosolid use. At the same time, public awareness is low and there is a lack of transparency in prevention practices. Microplastics move through a clear pathway. They break down in soil, enter crops and groundwater, and move through food and water systems, and eventually reach human consumption. This connects to broader challenges like sustainable agriculture, human health, and clean water systems, showing that this issue goes beyond just agriculture. Our solution is a three-step approach. First is visibility, where we make sure the issue is understandable and accessible by explaining where microplastics come from. Second is possibility, where we turn awareness into action through toolkits for farmers, communities, and institutions. Third is normalization, where we build partnerships and create long-term expectations around responsible plastic use. To support this approach, we developed clear business goals that guide how Soil Safe grows over time. In year one, our focus is on building awareness through digital platforms, educational content, and partnerships, while establishing ourselves as a credible voice on this issue.
In year two, we expand research and engagement by partnering with universities, launching awareness campaigns, and working with farming organizations to promote better plastic management practices. In year three, we transition to real action by supporting policy initiatives, promoting alternative materials, working with wastewater systems, and measuring the impact of our programs. Our budget is designed to be both scalable and financially sustainable over time. In the early stages, we rely primarily on grants and government funding to establish a strong foundation, while gradually expanding into donations, sponsorships, and community-driven revenue like events and crowdfunding. As we grow, we plan to introduce research consulting as a more stable and value-driven source of our income. What makes our model financially feasible is that our revenue growth is matched with controlled and purposeful spending. Our early costs focus on building awareness through digital tools and outreach, which are relatively low cost but high impact. As revenue increases, we scale into research partnerships, campaigns, and pilot programs, ensuring that we are only expanding our spending as our funding allows. Across all 3 years, we'll maintain a consistent surplus, which gives us flexibility, reduces financial risk, and allows us to reinvest into future initiatives. Combined with our focus on transparency and accountability, this ensures we remain both financially responsible and capable of creating a long-term impact. At its core, this issue is about protecting something fundamental. Healthy soil supports our food systems, water systems, and our ecosystems. By increasing awareness and taking action on microplastics in agriculture, we can help create a healthier and more sustainable future. Thank you.